coming for you, nigga.
Are you ready? Yeah. All right. That's the first time you actually seen me do that, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. So I'm trying to look at the camera. It's over here, and I gotta focus. Like, you know, I've talked about this before. So this is the Deadpool 3, or the Deadpool and Wolverine review. And big major spoilers alert. Let me put this on the screen right now. I'm gonna put a little thing right here. Okay, cool. So, big major spoilers. First of all, can we just, like, my boy Blade is back. The very reason that the MCU exists in the first place. Blade is back, and he shouldn't go anywhere. They keep changing directors for the Mahershala Ali film that's supposed to be Blade coming out in the future, but it looks like Wesley Snipes might take that over too. However, my only question before I get started is how did any of the other three survive the void? Like, we know X-23 did. Is that a regeneration, healing factor thing? Did Deadpool only save her? And if he saved her, why not save Blade, Elektra, and Gambit? I don't know. Maybe it just seems a little odd that they wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, I would give this movie 7 stars as an MCU film, and 12 in the Tokyo Dome. If you know, you know. But it was missing a little something. I'm tired of the multiverse thing. I'm over that. If I had any complaints about the movie, the comedy was really good. I didn't expect them to fight as much or fight each other as much as they did in this movie, but 3 different fight scenes between Deadpool and Wolverine, and then you have the Honda Odyssey fucks hard, man. I gotta bring that up. Holy shit! Like, a nigga was genuinely impressed by a van. How did the van survive? How? Explain that to me, cause I don't know. It's baffling, startling, astonishing even. But yeah, so the whole plot point of the movie, I didn't like that. It was the TVA thing, but we knew that was coming going forward. We knew what it was going to be. But I just wish, you know, the whole, oh, you could finally be, it feels like that was Kevin Feige approaching, like, I feel like that's what Kevin Feige came to Ryan Reynolds with when they talked about making this part of the MCU. We can kill off your universe, and then Deadpool can be part of the mainstream MCU. But whatever. Why would he want to be part of that, especially when we know what's coming with Doctor Doom? I'm not going to talk about any of that. You know, we already know. Although, to be clear, that's just Doom in Tony's body is what I think. That's just what I think. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but, you know, it's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's just, let's move past that. Let's talk about Cassandra fucking Nova. Bitch, if you ever stick your fucking fingers in my shit! Oh, fuck! Like, what was that, man? And the CGI for it was not bad at all. Like, I was convinced thoroughly that it was in this nigga's skull. Oh! Like, the migraine. And then, let's not talk about the fact that she filleted Johnny Storm. You know, let's forget about that for a second. I'm more impressed with the fact that she didn't just put Wolverine in the ground. If you rewind it back, he's here, and then he's just gone. Like, that was it. It was just, he's here and gone. There was no, we didn't even see him move barely. We saw maybe him lay down, but he was like there and then blink, gone. I'm like, whoa, just disappeared. I'm like, are you serious? Like, oh god. But the raw shit was like, oh, a few knives aren't gonna kill me. What about 6? And then he just, you know what I mean? And he stabbed the fuck out of her. And, you know, Deadpool was just loving it. He's like, oh, look at he's oh, funniest part, the short Wolverine, the fucking 5 foot, 4 foot, whatever it was, midget Wolverine, that was hilarious. I don't think that there was a funnier Wolverine segment. The coolest thing, Henry Cavill as Wolverine. I hope they do that. He did a good job. Like, that was something phenomenal. I didn't think we would see. As for the whole, the entirety of the Fox Universe mutants, they were, you know, they were just underutilized. We could have brought back Storm and so many others, like good guys that would be in the void. I feel like we wasted the Elektra cameo just because why was that a thing? She got her own movie. It just sucked. That was kind of her fault. And then, you know, Gambit, I never wanted Channing Tatum to play Gambit back in the day, but now, you know what I'm saying, maybe he should get the chance. Just because I wasn't aware of how much he wanted to do the character. Like, that's nuts. So we can safely assume that they're going to try to capitalize this or capitalize on this in the most major way possible. I think Captain America 4 will overshadow this. And everybody remember, the first hero by itself in the MCU to get 4 movies was Thor. Before that, the Avengers as a whole were the only ones that had 4 movies, right? 4 misleading movies. Endgame was awful. I don't care what any of you say. Endgame was fucking awful. Like, bad CGI, corny, cheesy acting. The battle at the end, I couldn't even see it, man. And I've got like 52, 78, 20, 49 vision. It's phenomenal. I have extreme spatial awareness and depth like awareness. That shit just pissed me off. That entire scene, you know what I'm saying? And you can see from the very beginning of the movie when Captain Marvel rescues Tony and Nebula in the spaceship, and when she brings the spaceship back, it looked like something that some kid made on Windows 12 or some shit. I don't know. Anyway, moving past that, that's not important. Deadpool and Wolverine, like I said, 7 stars and 12 in the fucking Tokyo Dome. If you know, you know. Now, would I say this is the best MCU movie? No, I would say maybe. I still say Winter Soldier is the best MCU movie, hands down, just because that and the first Iron Man. Like the second Iron Man's, third Iron Man, it didn't get any better than the first, right? Captain America didn't get good until the second movie and the third movie, right? Civil War was really good, right? Winter Soldier was really good. But a nigga can't just sit there and watch that shit back to back consecutively because some of it is drawn out. But when you talk about the new stuff, you can't watch that at all. It's not consumable. You know what I mean? Deadpool and Wolverine made everything in the movie very easy to digest. It made it easy to get into every scene. The very beginning where he's just going around and he's showing us, you know, the reasons for what's about to happen and how he messed with the timeline and he got everybody back. Peter's alive now. Isn't that awesome? I'm like, cool. We let him die in the second one. Fucking, oh. The funniest part, my favorite part of the movie is the dog, just because I love animals. And the dog came out of nowhere. I knew Dogpool was coming. I knew it was coming, but I was just like, yeah, it was awesome. And then the pretty boy version of Ryan Reynolds died, or Deadpool died. He didn't really have any powers or regeneration ability, healing ability, you know what I'm saying? So that was funny. And Deadpool just murders him, and he's like, why aren't you moving? He's like, I'm paralyzed. You know, he's bleeding out the mouth. And yeah, it really was a great movie. The overall experience, I would say, pretty fucking great. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would give it. You know, Wolverine was like, "You fucking murdered him, you asshole." I'm like, oh god, it's just terrible. So as I said, the majority of the movie is great. I know I just gave a lot of spoilers. To know that Cassandra Nova murdered Doctor Strange and then got his little thing, that was cool. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want this movie to be a standalone thing, and if Deadpool's not in a future project in the MCU, then this was a waste of time. I think the next Captain America movie is where we will see Tony or Robert Downey Jr.'s version of Iron Man, or Doctor Doom as Iron Man, or Iron Man as Doctor Doom. Whatever route or direction they're choosing to go, I'm sure that'll be great. But here's my vow to you. The last ever MCU movie that I will go see in theaters is Captain America 4. Guys, I'm 30 fucking 3. I'm a little goddamn old. I was there for the start of this shit. I was there before this. I've seen the movies and the MCU movies before there was an MCU. I've seen the MCU from between 87 and 97. That shit's like, you think some of the stuff you're watching now is rough? Imagine watching that shit with no CGI, no effects, bad acting, and bad costumes, just everything bad. It's like watching the fourth Thor movie, you know what I'm saying? The fourth one is very bad. I wouldn't recommend ever watching that. But Deadpool and Wolverine, Deadpool 3, I would absolutely give 7 stars. And again, 12 in the Tokyo Dome. If you know, you know. I'm going to keep saying that just because it's hilarious. So now we're going to check on one thing here. I'm going to do it right away just to see what that date is coming up. Okay, so in September, we have an album dropping in October, but in September I'm gonna start releasing new music. Okay, y'all have seen some of this stuff. It's called This Track Hates You, as if the track has a conscious mind of its own. And so in September I want you guys to keep an eye out for that. Let me just check on something here from the last episode of Psychs World, because right now we should be around episode 8. Okay, so this is episode 8 right now that you're watching, you're currently witnessing. Okay, I'm trying to find the name of the first track that's going to be on there. I Can't Love Your Obsession. Okay, that's what it's called. I Can't Love Your Obsession is going to be the first track dropping in September for the Conundrum Last Days of a Slave album. Okay, I'm back to the albums, I'm back to the work, I'm back to the MCing, I'm back to the beat making. You see, I got my beautiful little pad right here, and it's just nice, isn't it? It looks all fucking crisp and clean. That's because I fucking cleaned it. All right, so like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hey, while you're at it, leave a comment. All right, we like that. Okay, thanks for watching. Thank you for listening, and we will see you soon. Peace out, nigga.